Hi, what's up? In this chapter, we are going to talk about network operation. This is a very important issue within VirtualBox, as it is necessary to understand the modes of the network operations to choose the best option according to your need when working with VMs. In this first part, I will introduce you to these concepts, and in the second part, we're gonna see how each one works in the practice. The first mode of operation is NAT, which even works the same as NAT found in professional firewalls. It does address conversion. As we can see in this image, this square represents VirtualBox, and when receiving an IP on the router, it does the conversion of addresses and releases that to the VMs, giving them access to the internet I have routed inside the VirtualBox. Another network option is bridge. As the name suggests, it creates a bridge between the physical interface on the host, making the physical router on my network believe that my virtual machine is a physical computer on the network, having access to other devices on the network. Physical networks such as router, switches, computers, servers, and etc. We have yet another model, which the internal network, where the VirtualBox creates a kind of network with access only within the VirtualBox, as if a switch and a router connected all the VMs configured in this way. And finally, we have the option host only, where communication is created between the VM and the host, where they can communicate with each other. Okay, so let's practice this now and see how each of these networks works. With my Windows 10 machine turned on, I go to the menu bar and select the machine, and then Settings. In this window that opens, we go to the network, and here the VM is configured with NAT, which is the default when creating a VM in the VirtualBox. To see this inside the Windows, we will open a terminal, and inside it enter the command ipconfig. As we can see, we received an IP 10.0.2.15 that is provided by VirtualBox, and on my physical computer on network, I received of my physical router this IP. So this IP was provided by the application. So okay, back in machine settings and configurations again, and selecting network and changing NAT for bridge adapter, and second choosing the attached on my Wi-Fi adapter, clicking OK, and returning on the VM. A new network was received here, and going back on the terminal and running again ipconfig, we can see that it is already connected to my physical network and our functional configuration as expected. Well, to test the internal network, which is another mode of operation, let's go back to the settings, machine settings, clicking on network, and network mode choose to internal network, and in name keep it internet. Okay, so this icon is changing here on the Windows 10. But I have a network no identified. because this network don't have holders or other devices for giving to this machine an IP configuration for DHCP. This option is very interesting to test network because you can configure all the VM with firewall or router or DHCP server or other applications, and you can test different environment in networks, and this option is really interesting to test these options because the internet works like a physical switch connecting various VMs in a single network. And finally, to configure it as host only, just go back to the VirtualBox manager, click on VirtualBox, Preferences, Network, and click on Add button. For make changes, just double click on this option, and here I can configure DHCP server and other options. So we keep these options, clicking OK and OK again, and let's go back to our VM. Clicking on Machine Settings, and then click on Network button, and this option change to host only adapter. Here we have our host only network, and then click on OK. Note this icon is changed. Going back to our VM, we can again to a test run in ipconfig. Note that it already received an IP in the same range that we configured in VirtualBox. So these are the network operations within the VirtualBox, each for a different need according to your environment. That's it for this class. I will see you in the next class.